Hey everybody, this is Tony from Mammoth Underground Farm, and today I have a short video chicken update. The ladies are almost 6 weeks old and I have them on pasture most of the day, and they got their friendly guard dog to keep any type of aerial predators away. I haven't electrified the fence yet because they're still not large enough and they can fit through the bottom holes. They can actually squeeze through this hole right here. So if the fence over there, the ground is not completely level, so the net bends down a little bit and they can walk right through it. So it doesn't make sense in electrifying it if they can get through it and get stuck in it. So the electricity is more not so much to keep the chickens in, because their instinct is to stay near their coop. Even though that they can get out, they'll get out, but they won't wander really that far. They stay close as a pack, as a unit. If they see any shadows or hear anything weird, they run for cover near the coop, or I gave them a big pile of tree bramble for them to hide under too. So if any type of aerial predator comes down, they have a couple of areas to go to for protection. And I got a couple of trees out here which will provide shade and also cover for them. So they're doing really well, and I started my deep litter method. So what this involves is putting food scraps, organic grains and seeds into the wood chip piles so they can peck and scratch and get at that material, and at the same time they're turning over and making compost for me. So they're adding they're my main fertility engines at this point, and they're doing a really good job at it. And also in the coop, I'm lining it with lots of wood chip, bramble, biochar, putting feed in there too, so they can turn that over into compost. So they're doing what nature intended. They're outside on pasture, which, a lot of people who go to the supermarket and buy eggs, these are not the type of, you're not getting eggs from chickens like these. You're not getting eggs from chickens who get to go outside and to peck and scratch and eat bugs and worms. Chickens are not vegetarians. They are omnivores. They need a balanced diet like humans. So being outside, they have the advantage of also the sun. They need vitamin D from the sun. So these are going to be really healthy chickens, and I got them the best feed. I had to, unfortunately, New Jersey doesn't have any quality mills around here, so I had to drive all the way up into Ole, New Jersey. This guy was really nice, and I got a bunch of feed that, to be honest, really the feed you want as like a supplement. You want the majority of their diet from grasses, bugs, worms, and my next project is going to be a black soldier fly system. Black soldier flies are an awesome source of food for chickens because they're unique in that they have a high protein content. I think it's like 68 or 69% protein ratio, and their calcium ratio is like 29 or 30%, somewhere around there. And chickens need calcium because they need that to for really good eggs. For calcium is necessary for them to form hard and really robust eggshells. So I have a black soldier fly bin that I'm going to be making, and hopefully that works out well. They tend to live in the southern climate, so they really need it around 70-80 degrees to thrive. And you're thinking, yeah, black soldier flies, why would you want flies around? Well, these flies, they have a unique life cycle where they don't eat when they're an actual fly. Their eating mouth parts fall off when they become the last stage of a larvae, which I'm going to feed to the chickens. So their only purpose as a black fly is to mate. So they're really not a nuisance, and they're an awesome food source. And I would rather be feeding my kitchen scraps and food waste to a black soldier fly, which is going to give me a better output and a better nutrition source for my chickens. So, you know, they have grasses and bugs. So ideally, a chicken, you want to have access to greens and pastures and weeds and herbs, outdoors, about a third of their diet or so. Then you want about a third of their diet in protein sources, bugs, worms, any type of rodents or meat scraps that they find lying around. They're scavengers, they're foragers. And the rest of that should, you know, make up the scratch of the grain feed. That's the last part of their feed. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to take advantage of nature and get most of their food being outdoors and with the black soldier fly larvae, or what other systems are utilized to bring them food. And then as a last resort, they eat the scratch grains. Just another chicken update. This is Tony from Mammoth Underground Farm. Take care.